I'd like to call to order the Charter Town, can everybody hear me? Call to order the Charter Township of Oxford Board of Trustees regular meeting. Today is Wednesday, September 14th, 2016. The time is 7 o'clock. Please pay respects to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please note the roll.
Noted.
Public approval of the agenda. You got some items put on there?
Yes, we need to amend the agenda. First amendment will be item 7A, adding memorandum of agreement under the fire department.
Okay.
Under new business, we're going to move the items down and add a new item 9A, proposed services from PVN TV Incorporated. We're going to add item 9B, Hubbard Spring Water Main. And the other items move down accordingly, as I previously stated. And we're going to remove, under the new item 9H, budget workshop, item I, Fund 210 ALS Fund, and item 9H, Fund 211 Fire and EMS Fund. And with that, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
It's been moved
I'll second that.
and seconded.
I don't have a 9H.
Everything's moved down. 9H is the old F. It's I and I, 1 and 2 under F.
Okay.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public comment on items not on the agenda.
We got to approve the consent agenda.
Oh, do we? Oh, it's been a month.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
You had a hand up out in the audience.
That was for public comment.
We're not there yet.
That was what it was for. I jumped ahead. I apologize.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I made a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Been moved,
Second.
seconded. Any other questions? Roll call.
Trustee Kretterman.
Yes.
Trustee Curtis.
Yes.
Trustee Bellairs.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. Trustee Dur.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Supervisor Dunn.
Yes. On to the fire department.
No.
All right, now you're back to public.
No,
Public comment. I'm still, see, they moved everything down on me here.
Confused you.
got us all confused, except Joe.
Okay. Well, Joanne, are you laughing at me?
We all are.
Kevin? I'll get you.
For the record, my name's Kevin Snell. I live on Pembroke in Oxford Woods. Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, I am the president of the Oxford Firefighters Union. Our firefighters currently have been working on a fundraiser campaign to raise money for the Oxford Community Schools children. We've teamed up with the Detroit Lions. We're in an attempt to provide a child ID kit to all the students in the Oxford Community Schools. You may have seen the article back in the Oxford Leader in July, and I'd like to thank staff writer Elise Shire for an excellent piece she wrote on that article as well. But just real quick, these kits, they're purchased from the National Child ID Program. They're designed to aid parents, families, and law enforcement in the event that your child goes missing. Each kit allows parents to collect specific information about their kids, such as physical characteristics, inkless fingerprints, pictures, and a place for identification cards are meant to be kept at home in a safe place. If ever needed, this ID kit will provide 80% of the information that law enforcement will request to help find your missing child. I would like to publicly thank Lyndon Palusaj at this time, from the co-owner of the 24th Street Sports Tavern. He did an excellent job hosting a fundraiser for us back on August 6th during the Lone Ranger Festival. Currently, we're working with Jeff Collier of Collier Lanes to have another fundraiser. It's going to be a family fun bowling fundraiser at Collier Lanes on October 30th. We also have members working with Buffalo Wild Wings in Orion, right on the border of Oxford, to do a proceeds fundraiser for us on October 12th. That's their Wednesday night family fun night. So I'd like to thank all the businesses in Oxford who've made financial contributions at this time to help our cause. I'd like to reach out to anyone else in the community, residents or businesses, who would like to make a contribution or donation to our campaign. I'd like to thank Mr. Dunn, Mr. Curtis, for stopping by our fundraiser and making a cash donation. It was much appreciated. And I would like to encourage the rest of the board members to help pass the word along of all our upcoming fundraisers to local residents, local businesses, and see that we can try to get our goal met. Currently, we're about $10,000 short of our goal to fund all the children in Oxford. So at this time, this is something we'd really like to see thrive in our town. So I'd really like to ask for the board's assistance in trying to get this passed through our community. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment on items not on the agenda? You're on the agenda, sir.
Can I say something?
No. Well, if as long as it's not on the agenda.
Okay, I didn't know I was on it.
Well, you do now.
I was told I couldn't be on the agenda.
Well, you were just put on the agenda.
I'm not prepared for the agenda.
Well, then we're gonna show you what's gonna happen, okay? Public comment on items not on the agenda.
What about if this is a concern from my neighborhood?
Yes, if it's not on the agenda, come on up.
I never done this before, I've never been here before.
No, we're not gonna bite.
20 years, I probably should have. My name's Ted Jacobelli, I live on Coates Road for
Okay.
20 years. And, you know, about 15 years ago, maybe a little less, they put gravel on like 3 house lengths of our road. And that was it. And now you can tell after they grade about 5 days later, that part still looks pretty good, and the part that they didn't do is terrible. And it's just killing our cars and bikes. And then we're the only township in all of Oakland County, from what I understand, that the residents have to pay for their chloride. No other township in all of Oakland County has to do that. And I was just wondering why, and how come our roads aren't being taken care of better?
We're not gonna comment at this time. Could you give me a call tomorrow, right here at the township? I'll be more than happy to talk to you
Sure.
and give you an overview.
I didn't know if this
The
was
reason I'm
before, but-
speaking, no, this is a public comment on items not on the agenda. This item isn't on the agenda, but we don't talk back and forth. It's a comment from the citizens. Give me a call tomorrow. I promise we'll get together and we'll talk about that.
Thank you.
And I'll make some calls for you. Any other public comment on items not on the agenda? Moving along to fire department. Let's do the memorandum of agreement first.
Dave Creech with Oxford Fire Department. I'm Assistant Chief, and the Chief is in a conference this week. In your packet, you'll see a memorandum of agreement from the firefighters union. In short, it changes the contract language and process in regards to the promotional testing. It changes the contract language to clarify the stipend pay for holidays. It contains a settlement for all open grievances and cancels the arbitration. We feel this is a free agreement, a fair agreement and solution for the fire department and the bargaining unit, and it's our recommendation to approve and sign the agreement as presented.
As I sat through that, I wholeheartedly agree with you, and I'm going to ask Jack, are you familiar, since you did the agreement with the firefighters?
Yes.
Is there any questions on that agreement for the memo of understanding? Would there be a motion?
I move to approve the memorandum of agreement between the Township of Oxford and Oxford Firefighters Union, IAFF Local 64763, as presented. Authorize Supervisor William Dunn, Oxford Fire Chief Pete Schultz to sign the memorandum of agreement on behalf of the Township of Oxford.
Support.
Been moved and supported. Any other discussion? Let's do a roll call.
Second, I think he seconded.
Okay, seconded.
I'm sorry.
Whatever, he seconded it.
I'll get right next time.
Roll call. We're going to do that.
Trustee Curtis.
Yes.
Trustee Bellairs.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. Supervisor Dunn.
Yes.
Trustee Kreideman.
Yes.
And Trustee Dur.
Yes.
Okay, is that all you got
That's
for
all, yeah.
this part? Okay. We're going to move on to the unfinished business. Elkview grant expense. I'm going to comment first. Joe, I voted no on this before because I refuse to spend any more money on Elkview. We're into some pretty high numbers on expenses for this. And I've said, until we have a signed agreement, I'm not going to spend any more money. So I'm going to make a motion to turn this request down for the grant expense.
Second?
It's been seconded. Any other questions? Roll call.
Clerk Wright, yes. Treasurer Ferrari.
No.
Trustee Bellairs.
Yes.
Supervisor Dunn.
Yes.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Trustee Dur?
Yes.
And Trustee Kreideman?
No.
Moving on to new business, provide services from PVN TV Inc. There be any comment? Joe?
I'd like to make a motion that the Charter Township of Oxford continue with Oxford Community Television, provide local cable television services to the Oxford community.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Dur?
Yes.
Trustee Kreideman?
Yes.
Trustee Bellairs?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari?
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. And Supervisor Dunn?
Yes. Let's move on. To Hubbard Spring Water Main. Jack, I should have talked to you earlier, but since you're the chairman of the water sewer, I'm going to have you speak.
Oh, okay. Board members, in front of you, you don't have very much information. What transpired is the township ran the water main across M24 to get hydrants on the east side of M24. And at that time, Hubbard Spring tapped for their fire suppression. Due to an error or misunderstanding, the water main was not extended to the end of the property line. And now for the Hubbard Spring addition to go through, we would need, the applicant would need to put that water main in. And we've had some advice from council. We've had some discussions at the Water Sewer Committee, and we're recommending that we grant a variance to the ordinance to allow Hubbard Spring to complete their project without installing 300 feet of water main. This 300 feet of water main serves no purpose to Hubbard Spring. They are not requiring another tap. They can utilize the one that they've paid for. So with that, if you have any questions, I can address them.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. There's no one along the M24 corridor that has done an addition or done some small improvement to their property that we've made pay for installation of water main
Correct.
for the main water main. And we just think it's not fair. And I can't see any other person along the M24 corridor paying for this. And to have Hubbard Spring put up the money and be the only one is wrong. We took water over there a year and a half, 2 years ago to get a fire hydrant on the east side of the road to help the fire department so they don't have to lay fire hose across M24. When we did that, we did not tell Hubbard Spring, if we do this, you're going to have to abide by this ordinance that's in place. That is not fair. I believe that we should grant a variance in this case.
I move that the Oxford Township Board of Trustees grant a variance to the ordinance requirement, allow Hubbard Spring Company to complete their project without installing the 300 feet of water main.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any other questions? Roll call?
Treasurer Ferrari?
Yes.
Trustee Bellairs?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Trustee Kreideman?
Yes.
Trustee Dur?
Yes.
Clerk Wright, no. And Supervisor Dunn?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you. We'll move on to MDQ grant extension request. Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes, board members, this is the final grant extension we can request for the MDEQ grant. Hopefully, as we've said, that things are going to be finalized pretty soon. We've come to an agreement with all the different parties. We're just now waiting on paperwork. So hopefully within the next month or two, we'll have something signed and presented to the board. With that, I'll make a motion that the Oxford Township Board of Trustees authorizes Treasurer Joseph G. Ferrari to sign the grant amendment between the Michigan Department of Environmental Quality, MDEQ, and Oxford Township as presented, with a new grant contract deadline of September 30th, 2017.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Treasurer Ferrari, there's no monetary cost to this?
No, it's if you want the 295.
I'm asking a question for the board. I'm playing
Well, I mean,
devil's advocate.
postage. I gotta mail the
Postage?
copy.
I'll pay the postage.
That's it.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Employee Evaluation Review Team, I'm suggesting that we have trustee Kreiderman, trustee Bellairs, bless you, be part of that team. Is there any problem with that with the board?
I move to appoint trustee Bellairs and trustee Kreiderman to the employee evaluation review team for consideration of any recommended employee wage adjustments for fiscal year 2017.
Second for discussion, please.
It's been seconded. You have a question, Jack?
Yeah, are we going to include the chief and the other township employees,
The,
two administrators?
I do know that we are going to include Joanne, because I have her evaluation. I do not have an evaluation for the chief or the assistant chief. That would be up to us, I believe, Jack, to, we've done it before, to evaluate the chief. Maybe we can do that in the very near future.
Okay. Thank you.
Do both of them. Boom, boom. Any other questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Oxford Addison Youth Assistance Sponsorship Program. We've done this for years. Is there any problem with continuing?
I move to approve an amount of $11,135.25 to be allocated to the Oxford Addison Youth Assistance as requested for fiscal year 2017, contingent on Oxford Addison Youth Assistance serving Oxford Township and Addison Township after 2017. To allocate $11,692.02 for fiscal year 2018, $12,276.63 for fiscal year 2019, and to allocate $12,890.47 fiscal year 2020. Funds to be expensed to General Fund Social Services Account Number 101-672-881.002 Youth Assistance.
Second?
Moved and seconded. I have a comment on this. We've done this for years, and they say our programs and services have helped the risk or at-risk youth in ways that will pay off for years to come. I would like to get a copy of the programs they're talking about and which kids are being involved.
Patty's our rep, I'm sure she can get that for you.
Could you do that for me, Patty? Just for informational purposes? Okay. It's been moved and seconded. Roll call.
Trustee Kreiderman.
Yes.
Trustee Dar.
Yes.
Clerk Wright, yes. Supervisor Dunn.
Yes.
Treasurer Ferrari.
Yes.
Trustee Bellairs.
Yes.
And Trustee Curtis.
Yes.
Moving along. Precinct 1 polling relocation. Clerk Wright.
Yes, board members, we spent the past two elections at the Oxford Community Room for the March election and also the August election. Based on the size of the room and the accommodations, I felt it was proper to try to get a different location. It has to be nonprofit, so I approached the United Methodist Church, and they've graciously agreed to allow the precinct to be held for the November election in the United Methodist Church on East Burdick Street. So I need a motion approved by the board to proceed with that location. And with that, I will make a motion to designate the Oxford United Methodist Church located at 21 East Burdick Street as the Precinct 1 polling location for the November 8, 2016 general election and subsequent elections for the Charter Township of Oxford.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any other questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Primary election certification. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the clerk's office and their team and their volunteers and the people they're paying on a job well done. Again, so, do you have anything else to say there, Clerk Wright?
They make me look good, I'll say that,
Yeah.
so absolutely, they put a lot of hours for that day, and a lot of them, you don't do it for the pay, you do it for the love of doing it.
And, I'm going to chime in with you that, we are lucky at Oxford Township. We do have a good crew. We don't have as many people as a lot of people would think. We got 9 or 10 bodies here that take care of 20,000 people, and I'm proud of the work our help does for us. And that includes Deanna for putting together and helping with all these budgets, and we're truly blessed here at the township.
I move to approve the canvass of votes for the August 2nd, 2016 primary election for the Charter Township of Oxford as presented. Include them as an attachment to the minutes.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any other questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Budget workshop, this is always the fun part of the year. We're going to start with,
Fire, 213.
oh, that's right, we got to start with fire. Let me grab my sheet here.
I know there's been a new one.
You're going to come up here in case they have any questions. You know, another thing, we're blessed to have, I'm blessed to have the trustees that I have, because what they do is, they go around, if they have any questions, they'll go to Joanne, or they'll go to Deanne, or any one of us, and try to check out and answer their questions beforehand. So if there's not a lot of questions, that's the reason why. They're great to work with, and I'm proud of them. Okay, let's start. We're going to do this. We're going to start with the Fund 213. It's up there, but we can't see it. We're going to start with the revenue account, the revenue portion of this. Is there any questions on that portion, Joe?
One thing I would change would be the contribution from general fund, make that 12-1 all the way across. Because the board's not made a determination to increase that.
Okay.
I'd make that 12-1 for
Sure.
18 and 19 as well.
What line is he on?
Of 213-000-581.101.
5 down from the top.
Okay.
I just know that we made that pretty steady at 12-1.
Okay, any other questions on the revenue portion?
Nope.
Let's move on. Let's go on to the disbursement part. Is there any questions on this portion of that budget? Seeing none?
No.
Would there be a motion?
Oh, I think we wait, don't we?
No, there's no
Well,
Next meeting.
Oh, that's right, this is a workshop, I'm sorry. I've got to catch up.
You're ahead of yourself.
I know.
101 now.
Let's go to 101.
Okay.
We're going to 101?
Yep, that's what the next on the agenda says.
We're going to general fund?
That's what she said.
Thank you, Joanne. Let me get to, okay, now we're on the general fund portion of the budgets here. We're going to start with the revenue portion of this fund. Is there any questions on the revenue? On the money coming in, taxes, whatever? This is easy. Let's go on to the building permit fund. We're talking about the disbursement portion of these budgets,
No, you mean disbursement portion of general.
of the general. Sorry. Is there any questions on the building department fund? What am I doing here?
Oh, yours,
I don't know.
general fund
Yeah, no
expense.
idea.
You're goofed up
Oh,
like me.
I did, I goofed.
Yours general, you're on expense part.
How come mine is all screwed up? Let me borrow yours, Joe.
All right. The
Okay.
revenue around this whole section.
Let's do the township board. Is there any questions on the township board portion? Any questions? Yes.
Is there any provision here for the golden parachute for me when I?
The golden parachute.
Well, there's something golden, but I'm not sure it's a parachute. Let's move on to the supervisors department. Any questions on that? Moving down to elections. Moving through to auditor. That should be pretty clear. On to the assessor. That's a set price, so it should be,
Nothing's really changed, that's why it's
it's,
pretty stable.
let's go on to the clerk. Any questions on the clerk's department? Let's try the board of review. Treasurers. Township building.
That'd be a first.
It's pretty standard.
Cemetery,
Nothing crazy. That's right.
unallocated. Road projects. Streetlights. Social services. Planning Commission. Board of Appeals. Contributions. Comments on contributions. Postage. MESC. You got a question on postage?
Contributions, I said I'm looking for some.
Okay. MESC, unemployment, medical insurance, life insurance, insurance bonds, pension plan employer, social security, engineering fees. No other questions? It's the end of that one. What?
We're gonna have a chance at the workshop to bring issues up that we.
Well, we,
Yeah,
what
this
is
is the
it,
time
2
to do it,
weeks?
Buck.
Next time, next
That's the time
Wednesday.
to bring up issues.
No,
Well,
right now, if you
right
think
now.
we should reallocate things.
Okay, I was just concerned about, is there money set aside for the computers that,
Yes, there is.
okay,
What about NODA?
concerned about.
Do we do NODA?
Yes, notice.
No, I didn't put money in there,
You didn't or did?
because we talked about it, and we hadn't paid it out this year, so I thought we weren't paying it anymore because of the mill.
Oh, so we gotta
So I'll
put in
make
there,
that amendment,
Okay.
we gotta put the
And
set,
so-
was it 70,000?
I thought it was 8.
80,000.
70.
whatever, and then it'll lower the,
She didn't know when they got their millage, the millage also included our contributions
because
from
we
the.
have not paid any out yet, year to
They've not
date.
billed us or anything? You're supposed to bill us every quarter.
I will see them tomorrow. They will be billed.
Let's talk to our NODA representatives.
That would be
You're Mr.
me and Buck.
President.
Yes.
We'll take care of that tomorrow.
Okay. That's roads next door.
Let's go on to the road fund, Fund 204. The revenue portion. Questions? Road, for the expense portion. If there's no questions, moving on.
This contract.
See how helpful my board is? Right there for me. Let's move on to the police contracting fund. Any questions on the revenue portion of that budget? How about the expenses? On to the cemetery maintenance fund. We have the revenue portion. Questions? Those, why do we have two of these?
You just have one revenue expense.
Oh, that's right. Falling asleep here. The telecommunications fund. Questions on the revenue? Questions on the expense? Building permit fund. Revenue portion. Building permit fund. That's it.
Yeah.
Do you have a question on the expense portion?
This is, yes, expense building permit fund. Contingencies of 155,000. That's the only one I didn't get to you with. What is that?
Contingency,
Yes.
excess,
What do we do with that?
it goes into the building department fund balance in order to maintain the building department when building decreases. It's to-
Like we did in 2008, and we ran out of money.
We keep it in the building fund?
Yes, it must.
Thank you.
Deanna, could you talk into the mic when you
Sorry.
are going to comment? Okay, we're good with that one.
Thank you.
Safety, Joe's favorite, the safety path.
Everything looks good.
Revenues, expenses, we're good.
I'm building and sites.
Building and site fund,
I'll clean it up.
Yes.
Forgot. I must not have saved it.
Already talked about it.
and we have money in there for Park and Rec.
We have that? Is Dina showing that? She's probably have to carry that over for next
Yep.
year.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to carry that over for next
Yeah.
year. Okay, she'll correct that during the
Okay.
session.
I'll clean it up.
She's gotta clean that up.
It's in fund. Any questions on the building and site fund, revenue or expenses?
I know why it went so quickly, because they finally printed big things and we
It's
didn't,
large, large.
finally, after all
The last
these
year.
years. Yeah, but, yeah.
They did that before. Is that
Not
all of
this
them?
big, this was perfect.
You are done.
I'm Bill done.
Bill, question on the budget workshop.
Yes.
Do we have one on the 21st? As indicated in a memo? And what time is that?
I think we did. Dina, is that when we're
I thought
adopting
there was one
everything?
tomorrow and
We
the
had that number.
21st.
Yeah, it shows we're having one tomorrow and on the 21st.
What did you say?
We have two meetings coming up, one tomorrow and one on the
Cancel.
21st for budget.
Deanna, are we having it on the 21st?
We're having it next Wednesday,
At what time, do you know?
That's the
7 o'clock.
21st.
At 7?
Well, that's when we're formally adopting everything along with the millage rates.
Yes,
Right.
I ran the ad, it's in the paper today.
Yeah.
Then we do have a meeting on the 21st at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what was on my list.
Public comment,
Items removed, yep, you're right.
Board of Trustee comment. Any comment from the board?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Last day to register for the November election is October 11th.
I'd like to thank the board for clearing up the cable issue. I believe we must not have been clear the last couple of times when this issue's been brought up. I'm glad we made a motion to finally clarify that matter.
Yes.
Me too.
I apologize, we must not have been.
Any other comments? Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion, who seconded it? Pick one.
I thought Mr. Curtis did.
Put Mr. Curtis.
Seconded.
To adjourn.
Congratulations.